Morning, ladies and gentlemen. Greg M here with your sports report. NCAA over the weekend here. Some outstanding performances that I want to kind of go over. It's finally finished, and we're going to see which one of these young men and women are going to go on to the senior level at their trials for the World Championships and test the professional athletes that's out there doing their thing. But let's just go over just a few events here. Start note, the 4x1. As you can see, Texas took that out with a 41-6-0, right? And then Kentucky was the next closest, 42. Because Texas had run a 41 in the semis, I was expecting at least a 41 flat possibly. But, you know, these young men and women, they're running rounds after rounds, more than one events. It's tiring. But 41 is still not no joke. They're still world-class time. They're running faster than some of the international athletes right now. LSU was third, Arkansas fourth, and you see the times. The other performances that stood out to me, I might be a little biased because, you know, I favor the sprinting events more, but you know, a lot of y'all can look up the results for your prospective events, but I'm going to cover these. These are the marquee events. All right, the 100-meter hurdles. ACKERA NUGENT, Arkansas, Junior, 12:25. But look at the win reading though, plus 3.8. I mean, even just looking at the results at first, you're like, wow. You know, but then you see the win reading. I always kind of take the excitement a little bit out of, you know, the time. There's always a conversion, so, you know, without the win, probably would be a little slower. But anyway, Marcia Russell, 12:32, Ali Armstrong, 12:49. And the women's 100. I know a lot of y'all probably follow this, but this is what I want to say. Julien Alfred from the University of Texas, 10.72. And we should just barely over the legal limit. Damn it, I was hoping that they didn't have any kind of win that's over the legal limit, but it's just 0.3, you know. But the thing about it, she's been very consistent. But let's look at down the line first before I make some more comments. Kennedy Blackman, 10.87. Jackie Sears, 10.94. A lot of sub-11s. Kalia Jackson from Georgia, 10.96. Kavona Davis, 10.98. I want to take a look at Kavona. Even though she finished 5th, she's been improving. She's had a little bit of a struggle first couple of years. I don't know, injury or what. She's from Jamaica. But she's dipped under the 11 seconds barrier. Now, my only issue is going back up now. You said the times, right? Julien Alfred is going to be in the mix if she keeps this up. My only problem with the NCAA issues as far as the athletes are coming from the NCAA, I should say. A lot of times they're so burnt out by the time they finish this, they're spent. It's like they let the air out, you know. It's like, yes, I can catch my breath. But then they can't recover for the later on in the season for those big events. It's usually a year or two after they leave college and go pro, depending on if they get with a good training camp, that you see them start to shine. You know, if you look at Abby Steiner, she's not exactly come out and really, you know, take over the sport. You know, everybody was looking at her like she's gonna be in the mix, but she's making an adjustment, so we'll see. Julien Alfred, you know, gonna mix it up with you know, SHA'CARRI Richardson and Sharika Jackson, Shelly and Fraser Price, Talu and so forth. You know what I'm saying? Bunch of women we gotta look forward to for the World Championship. With so many women running 10.7s, I'm surprised, you know, that the world record hasn't gotten knocked down already. So, what y'all think? Julien Alfred could be a surprise in the World Championships, or nobody gonna take over from my homegirls. Shericka Jackson looking good too. We ain't heard from Shillian Fraser Price. Elaine Thompson have kind of ruled her out, and I'll leave it up to her to surprise us, but I'm not expecting anything from her. Alright, so the other surprise though was Britannia Wilson. She got second, but I see that from Adeleke, 49-2-0. You know, and this after the heats and the semifinals and all that, you know what I'm saying? Britannia Wilson didn't take the goal, but she got second, 49-6-4. I'm sure she tired. She running 400 hurdles and come back and running a 400 flat. Very tough. But she shouldn't be disappointed. She still ran a sub 50. You know, I know she probably wanted to win. Her teammates got third and fourth. But Adeleke came out there and be like, hey, I'm do my thing. She was close to running a sub 49, so 49-2. So we have to look out for Adeleke, you know what I'm saying? Later on in the year, we'll see what happens. I hope the collegiate runners get some good rest and come back. You know, take a week, at least a whole week off or something. Just jog and stretch or something. You know, 2-3 days a week, just recover. And then, you know, come back with some light training and just kind of do a farm maintenance type of training and get ready for the World Championships. All right. The 200. Julien Alfred again. 21-73. Again, look at the win reading. But still, you know what? She still probably would have ran out 21-8. So, you know, you can't knock this too much with the win, you know what I'm saying? And there's still the rest of the year. You know, if she get good recovery from this and come back fresh for her trials, you never know. Mackenzie Long up there too, 21-88. Kovana Davis. See, I'm telling you, she's actually, I expected her to run a better 100, but she's looking at 200 not bad, 22:02. I tell you, she's showing some promise for the Jamaica team. If she can keep improving and get with a good training camp after she leave college. But she have one more year junior, so she'll be she and Alfred is there next year again. So like I said, she's fast improving. Look out for Kovana Davis. And I hope no injury issues turn up in her senior year. So anyway, those are the things I wanted to cover. The 4x4 women's, you know, Arkansas took that 324. Texas A&M 326, so that was a good fast run. So the US have no shortage when it comes from picking 4x4 teams, you know, of women. They're going to be the team to beat as always, because they're showing a lot of women running sub 50s. So a lot of countries don't have too many women running sub 50s right now. So ladies and gentlemen, that's some of the highlights I wanted to go over. We know SHA'CARRI Richardson over the weekend ran 10.73. Let's see what the men did. Kind of want to go over the men. That 100 meter, I saw that race. And stay with me, you know, I'm going to try and include back some of the highlights, you know, of the NCAA races. I can only maybe put a video or two at the end or one in the video card section. But y'all can find the races on YouTube for those of you all who want to go see the races for yourself. But look at this. Courtney Lindsey, 989. And that was legal. Thank goodness. Will this guy, you know, go to the, you know, out to further on for a run for the World Championships at the senior level? We'll see. Then Godson from LSU, 9.90. Maswangani, 9.91. Fleming, LSU again, 9.97. TJ Austin, a lot of sub 10. So, you know, the collegiate guys doing their thing, man. You know, the NCAA always turn out great athletes. The only problem is when you see these guys, you see hope for them to take over, and, you know, later on in the season, and then they kind of fizzle out, you know. You see them at the US trials and other countries where they come from, because some of these collegiate athletes are from other countries and they go down to the prospective countries, and some of them do continue to do well, but some of them don't. But that was just one of the events I wanted to kind of cover. Let me see, what was the 400 men. That was a fast time. Bamidele, man, look at it. From Florida, 44.24. Ryan Willie, 2.5, 44.25. Sub 45s. I mean, the 400 race was a hot race, man. I mean, when all these kind of sub 45s, especially look at the low 44s. I mean, the World Championship 400 should be a heck of a run, you know, to push back down for the world record of the 400. They should be challenging these international guys if they can keep it up again. You know, if they're not so burnt out, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times this is like their Olympics. When they finish, it's like they just take a breather and just want to relax. It's almost like they don't even want to compete no more. They're reluctant to go further. And when they do, it's like they don't measure up after, you know, the performance is way off form. But let's hope a lot of these guys transition over and try out for World Championship teams, you know what I'm saying? And then push themselves even further. And the 200 men's 1984, another legal time. Udodi from Stanford, 1984. So, you know, we have a couple of guys. We have Aaron Knight already ran 1989. Noah Lies down there in the 1960s already in Jamaica. And then we have got a bunch of guys here. Terrence Jones, 1987. Courtney Lindsey back, you know, second place, 1986. Robert Gregory, 1989. That was damn near a photo finish. And those guys, second, third, and fourth, all PBs, personal best. So this 200, you know, these guys translate this over into the international circles. Because, you know, we have world championships. This is going to be a hot race, man. These international professional guys out there got to look out for these college guys. If these college guys can maintain the form. So that was some of the things I wanted to go over a little bit for top performances. Now we can look forward to the World Championships. You know, y'all saw the race with I almost said Femke Ball, but Sydney McGuffin, LeBron, and Paulino, Nasir. You know, it was kind of underwhelmed, but Paulino still came out and did her thing. McGuffin is going to learn to pace herself. Unless the coach just tell her, look man, this is just your first race. Just go out there and just run a fast 300 and hold on the last part of the 100. And then we'll see how you handle that and then work from there. So it's not the first time Sydney McGuffin LeBron placed second in a race. But you know, this usually will spark a fire in her. And she's going to work and tweak some things and come back. But that's her first race. Let me see. Just to kind of go over this. Montverde, the women 100 meter. Look at the times. Where are the women 100 meter? Women 100 meter. Women 100 meter. As you can see, SHA'CARRI Richardson 10.73. And she looked good in the race. She looked nice and relaxed. You know, she got challenged from Brittany Brown 10.80, Tanisha Terry 10.82, Candice Hill 10.96. But you see the win reading though, 2.6, just barely over the allowable limit. So this is, to me, this is still good. As long as it's not 3 or a +3 or +4 win. So SHA'CARRI Richardson is still, I think, looking like the favorite, you know. Shericka Jackson is fast approaching. Again, the veteran Shelley and Fraser Price, you know, she's close to retirement age right at this point. I think she's trying to be very selective and watch her health and fitness and not get injured. But right now, she hasn't competed. As far as I know, she hasn't competed not one race yet, so I kind of wonder. You know, because she's being looked towards you know, the person to beat, you know, in a sense, because she has run all them 10-6s. Disappointing Elaine Thompson hero. You know, she ran that 10-5 4 some years ago, the last time in Oregon, and then since then changed coach and nowhere close. So the Jamaican hopes that we're looking for now is the younger women that are out there doing their thing, especially Shericka Jackson, you know, to carry the flag for Jamaica and be in the mix with the SHA'CARRI Richardson and all the rest. But anyway, just want to kind of highlight some things. What y'all think? 100, 200 women, 400. Will we finally see a sub 48 at least? Even if it's not a world record, I'd just love to see a sub 48 for the women. I'm hoping to see some fireworks this World Championships. Hope everybody stay injury free, and looking forward to see which one of these collegiate women and men gonna rise from the NCAA ranks to the international ranks to professional ranks. We'll see. We have some outstanding high schoolers to doing their thing, so we have to watch for them. You know, we still got the young folks like Aaron Knight, Tobago. Those guys are sleepers. You know what I'm saying? They're slowly progressing amongst the professional ranks. But anyway, that's it for now. Just kind of want to cover some of the races. Check out the clip at the end of this video. I'm going to put some NCAA highlights there. And like I said, y'all can check the results on Track and Field News. Go over all the events that pertain to you, that interest you. And make your own decision, you know. All right, that's it. Till next time.